we're here today in support of the NAACP in their march, in their rally against hate in the city of Compton. We at the National Action Network, we're an organization that's built on the rights of people, and the incidents that's taken place in the city of Compton has been very alarming. And this city here in Compton is a city of great diversity, a city that know how to rally together, and the incidents that have taken place is not a reflection of this city. So we stand with the residents of Compton, all the religious organizations, all the civil rights organizations, to say enough is enough. We as the community, we as the city must continue to come together, and we will do that. And today we will lay it with with this rally here in Compton, letting individuals know that we are together, and we as a community, we all have more in common than we do apart. So again, this is a No on Hate rally, and we look forward as National Action Network to be a part of this event. Thank you.
Najee Ali, Director of Project Islamic Hope. I can be reached at 323-275-8219. My website, najeeali.com, our Facebook, our Twitter. We're today because there's been an increase in hate crimes, not just in Compton, but we've seen an increase through LA County in recent years. So it's very important that we take a stand against hate, no matter where it rears its ugly head at, and it's very important that we come together collectively to take a stand to demonstrate we're not going to be chased out of Compton, South Central LA, or anywhere else in LA County, no matter what happens and no matter by who. To send a message that African Americans, we've been in this country for centuries, and at the end of the day, we're not going to be turned away by anybody. We're not going to be intimidated or made to live in fear. So we're going to take a strong stand against gangs and racism, no matter where it comes from.
We're here because we want to bring the community and its awareness that Latinos and African Americans have lived together for over 40 years in this community, and we have always strived to make the community better for all of us, for all the residents in this area.
And what is the solution, and how could we move forward?
The solution to this problem is to look at the situation and be fair with all the parties involved. I know that the aggressors have been arrested, and they will be prosecuted, and justice will be brought forth. And I pray for the family that was displaced, and I pray that God will help them. And if the churches can do anything for the family that was affected by this terrible incident, we hope and pray that we can be of assistance. My telephone number is 323-374-9976. The name of our church is Bethel Christian Center, in Spanish Centro Cristiano Bethel. Our email address is J as in Jack, M as in Mary, E as in Edward, N as in Nancy, D as in Dog, 23@yahoo.com. And we look forward to addressing this issue with anybody that's interested in being a part of the solution.
We're here to promote peace, to let the people know in the city, people in the city of Compton and the surrounding cities, that Compton is a good city. I work with a lot of young men in the city of Compton, Hispanics and blacks, and they get along. The media has somehow portrayed things and has instilled in the minds of the young people that Compton is at war, that Compton is a lot of gang members, there's drug. They're trying to, like I say, lift up again the bad negative spirit that they had about Compton. And I'm here to differ, man, because I've been to the neighborhoods. I've even talked to the guys in the 155. I talked to the guys that are out there in the hoods that are still banging, and they've even told me themselves from their mouth that, you know what, they want to be able to live calm and they want to live in peace. They're not trying to go to war with nobody because they got their family members there too. And I think that we need to really promote the peace, because you know what, if we keep telling people that they're at war, that's the mentality they're going to wake up with every day. You know what, you're driving down the street, you see a black dude and you're Mexican and he looks at you wrong, you think you're at war. But in reality, you're not. He's probably just having his own day, and you start feuding just because it's already been embedded in your mind through media, through television, through newspapers. And we're here to say, you know what, that is not true. God has brought a change into the city. God has really brought a change into a city, and we've experienced it. We're in Victory Outreach, and we see men, blacks and Hispanics right here around me. You see blacks and Hispanics together. And we learn to live. We come from the background of drugs and gangs and prison and all that. But you know what? Once God's in the picture, everything changes. And that's the message we got to bring. There's hope and there's peace in Jesus Christ. That's what I got. 10, 15 individuals does not represent 100,000 people.
Right.
You know, because 100,000 people is a whole lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Just because 10, 15 people mess up or do something wrong or something negative doesn't mean that everybody's like that. That all the Mexicans are hating the blacks or that all the blacks are hating the Mexicans. Because it happens both ways.
Right.
And we're standing here. I got a lot of black friends and I got a lot of Hispanic friends, and we all get along. You know, and that's because we have God in our lives. And even those that don't, different religions, you know, we got to learn to live together. Whether you're black, Hispanic, Christian, Catholic, whatever you are, we have to learn to live together and allow God to come and bring healing in our city.
There was a incident that involved an assault and threatening of a family, a significant incident involving a aggravated assault against an individual. The suspects were a Hispanic gang in the city of Compton. They're a multi-generational gang, and the victims were African American. Because of that, it was investigated as a hate crime. The Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Baca has assigned investigators from the department to be cross-designated as federal law enforcement officers, and they are part of an FBI task force. They look at every hate crime in the county of Los Angeles. There was 211 of them last year, and to determine how best to investigate and to prosecute them. The sheriff in this particular case, it was particularly heinous, and he has pledged full and aggressive prosecution and investigation of this case.
Okay. And in terms of Compton, has it seen an increase of gang-related activity or serious violent crime, or is it about the same this year as it was last?
The hate crimes countywide have increased, but not in the city of Compton, and that increase is not particularly substantial. Not to say that that all hate crimes are not despicable and should not be investigated aggressively, but there has not been a great increase in hate crimes in the county of Los Angeles. There were 211 of them last year, countywide in sheriff's jurisdiction.
Okay, and what can you do? What can the sheriff's department do? What can they do differently today than they did or did not do last year or 5 years ago? What's changed, and what can you do to step up, so to say?
I think one of the things that we need to know is to elevate our voice in education. I believe that people may be in fear of reporting them, but just by looking at the community participation, both Hispanic, African Americans coming together and saying, wait a minute, we don't care who the victims are, we don't care who the suspects are, but we just know that it's not tolerated anywhere, and we're going to investigate it fully, and there will be decisions in the near future about how this case will be prosecuted.